I can't believe that did I just go British? I guess I did. I can't believe it. 2 shutters has created such a wow factor in my family room and has transformed that space so amazingly. I'm going to take it from the top. I'm going to share with you exactly how I put this space together. All right, let's get into these dimensions and the recipe. It's really, really simple. Or is it? 72 inches long by 16 inches deep, or wide rather. Stop. The dimensions are, once again, go around. We used the shutter that was 72 inches in length. It was 16 inches high. And the plywood that I had that was just sitting in the garage was 12 inches deep, which is all I needed, 1 foot deep. So there you go, 72, 16, 12. Each one of these nooks, or niches as you want to call them, niches if you fancy, was 72 inches long. So that is why the shutters were the perfect item to choose, because they worked, they fit. This you can do, I guarantee you, this is not a very difficult project. Material-wise, like I said, there's the plywood, the shutter, and the studs, 2x4s. I used a drill, a saw. I have 2 types of saw, a table saw, mitre saw. I used, what other tool did I use? Of course, you want to get your level going so you can make sure everything is like to size and not going to teeter-totter. Use a level, a drill, my framing nail gun, which is different than my brad nail gun, which I used just to do the molding and the trim. That was pretty easy. But yeah, other than that, and some glue and screws. There's nothing on the market that could actually fit the space to the degree that I wanted it to be. And then to have them just float just gives it all the wow factor. And you can actually sit on them because they're tied to the walls. All them studs, they're there. They're sturdy. What do you think? I think it turned out pretty good. That's a wrap. Randomly Rashida, aka DIY Girl in the lab, aka the family room with the reveal. All right, let's take it from the top, or the bottom as it were. We started out at the Habitat Restore store. I'm telling you, there are gems to be had there. I found 2 shutters, $50 total. I can't say that enough because that was a win of the day. They were a twinge longer than I needed them to be, so we cut them down to size. Not a big deal. Have tools will travel, measured twice, cut once. That is the name of the game. Measure up, that's what we're doing. And that started it all. This is my apprentice, Kyle. My soon-to-be, how old, Kyle?
20.
Huh?
20.
The hair, though, goes. Now we get down to the fun part. This is the real behind the scenes. We got these shutters. My trusty handyman assistant, Charles, he primed, he painted, we sanded. We had to get it right, get it smooth, get it going. This is where you see the behind the scenes of how we actually put this thing together. It wasn't just about the shutters, but we had to put up the infrastructure, the 2x4s nailed to the studs, the facing to complete the look. Then we came back and we had to paint it on site, nail it, staple it, glue it, screw it. That's what we did. There's that dance. And here is some stills of actually what it looks like today. It's amazing, the transformation. Something so simple as 2 shutters turned this whole room upside down. While you turn me upside down. But I like it. You like it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Now let's get back into it. This artwork. You remember this picture? Well, it started out like this, a piece of art randomly sitting in my garage. I got inspired, and I'm going to show you exactly how I transformed that into what you see. This artwork, very, very simple. Find yourself a piece of canvas. You can go to, say, Michael's and get a piece of canvas. And then go create magic. I was fortunate enough to have some construction going on in my neighborhood, so I got some joint compound from one of the builders and just started smearing it all over the existing canvas that I had, using random patterns, shapes, and sizes. I used some tools out of my garage, a tile trowel. I used a cutting knife, anything I could find just to make some different types of shapes and sizes and interest to the piece. Total cost, free. You know, people pay good money for this sort of stuff in the streets. So free was all she wrote. And wonderful. That's it. For real, for real.